that you even? I was just resting my eyes.
Seymour, your eyes.
They didn't even make it about a number. They just took all three.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
No, even you can't. There's too many. You'll never be able to. Run, even. Run! Careful, even. I don't know much longer I can. tougher than I knew, even. Nanny Fortuna happened to me, I'm afraid. She caught me in Forberg, captured me, tried to get me to talk about you, but I didn't tell them anything even. Told them my name was Seymour, not Talkmore. That's when she started taking my eyes. But what about you, even? I thought you were going home. What made you change your mind? Realized what? And I think you're big enough to meet it, even. The Queen. She's more powerful than you think. And from what I've overheard, your sister has changed. She won't be what you expect. Oh, I'm sorry, even. About all of this. We adults messed up the world, and somehow it's been left to you to fix. A child sent to face off against the most twisted and dangerous being in random, and it's not right. I'm sorry I can't stop you, even. And I'm sorry I can't help. There is. Whatever's happened to your sister, I don't think it's gone all the way yet. Just be careful. There's nothing I can do to help you now, especially given my current condition. Oh, oh, thank you. Now, all we have to do is survive Nanny and the Queen and her minions, and we'll fix everything. Let's go. Hey, whoa.
Seymour, you're in no condition to fight. You need to rest.
I can't let you do it alone.
I'm not alone. Seymour, when this is all over, there will always be a place for you in one town.
I'd like that, even.
And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. And now that you know this amazing magical castle is out there in Sechstopia, I'm sure you'll want to live there one day too. Well, don't you worry, because everyone in Random gets their chance. Yes, some fine day, you too will grow up, roll the Queen's one true dice as black as night, and find out who you really are. And whether you're a oneer, or a sixer, or anything in between, there'll be joy in your heart and a song on your lips, 'cause you'll know one thing is forever true. Random rules.
I'm supposed to find someone here. I don't know, Dicey. But I know they're here somewhere.
Freedom rules. You can imprison my body. I did what I did for the rebellion. I regret none of it. The glorious rebellion of Town against the Queen in the No-Dice War, of course. True, I was captured, but you cannot kill an idea. Forburg will be victorious. Villainy can never triumph. The original? What do you mean, the original? Tell me, what became of Town? No, it's not possible. I can't. Forburg? And what of her people? Ah, you see, the city may be gone, but the spirit is thriving, just as I may be rotting here in jail, but the rebellion lives on. Even though my city may no longer stand, its ideals always will. Huzzah! Huzzah, I say! Freedom rules.
She was almost there. Almost there.
Hail, kind soul,
You can imprison
and well
my
met.
body.
I'm a
with
lost
my
traveler
spirit.
from a distant land. I seem to have taken a wrong turn on my quest and lost my adventurer's cap. You haven't seen it, have you? No?
You'll
Oh,
never
Cedric would
break
know
the
just what
spirit
to
of
say
the
right
rebellion.
now.
Never.
Hail, kind soul, and well met. I'm a lost traveler from a distant land.
This was not what was supposed to happen. This isn't what happens next, you know. You are in the presence of the narrator of the Queen herself. Show some respect, child. The Queen desires control. More than that, she desires not to be controlled. She reached a point where she thought I was controlling her. You're smarter than you look, child. Yes, that is true. But I could not convince her of that fact. Stories take us places. All of us. Even narrators. And my place, it would seem, is in prison, where I can narrate only myself. I could narrate volumes to you, child. But, like I said, that is not what happens next. Suffice it to say that when she was younger, the Queen, then just a princess, she was happy. We were happy. There was such promise in her, a spark ineffable. Tragedy. Something unexpected. She tried to stop it, but it is a tale long forgotten, and best left that way. A narrator, we grow to reflect our subjects. I presume I was a nice narrator once, and she was a beautiful princess, inside and out. And then, well, you can narrate the rest of it yourself. This was not what was supposed to happen. As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
Freedom rules.
The Queen, in her wisdom, was right.
One thing was certain. Her story had taken a very dark turn.
And so I needed to be punished. She is good. And if I tell her that enough, one day she will let me out. She's good. She is good.
You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
This was not what was supposed to happen. One thing was certain.
Even's narrator was
Her
so
story
close,
had taken a
she
very
just had to
dark
keep looking.
turn.
Some part of Eden knew her narrator was close. It was a feeling that went beyond words.
As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
All this for a little super juice. Oh well, very eagerly. I was minding my business, and then Nanny Fortuna came, and I accidentally spilled some super juice on her. That's it. Right? And then she arrested me and brought me to the Queen. And then I maybe spilled some juice on her. I was thirsty. And then I tried to clean it up and kinda maybe spilled some more juice on her black dice and down her dress. That was 2 lifetime sentences extra right there. Right? It was just one little accident. Series of accidents. One tiny little series of accidents. Anyway, that's my story. Remember me, my only regret is that I ceaselessly spilled so much super juice on authoritarian statemakers.
Freedom rules. You can
This
imprison my
was
body,
not what was
but not my
supposed to happen. As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen
Even
now.
and her narrator
least of
were
all me.
almost reunited. She was so close. She was so dramatically close.
One thing was certain. Her story had taken a very dark turn.
Remember you. And yet you're the one who approached me. You're probably wondering why I'm here and not out there, picking my teeth with the bones of the disobedient. I suppose it makes no difference to tell you. The Queen hired me all those years ago to kill that meddlesome King of Freedom and to start their war. What can I say? our interests align. The Queen wanted to ensure his children would tear each other apart in the years and decades to come. And they did. I gave the Queen her endless war. I did brilliant work. But she played even me, you see. She promised me the people would fear the Shadow Man beyond reason. But they didn't. My rule was kept secret. And instead, they grew to fear war, their own deaths. And when I finally had enough, when I finally threatened to reveal the truth to everyone, well, here I am. No, no, you don't get to pity me. I'm terrifying. You're terrified of me. Say it! Say you're terrified! You don't pity me? In fact, no. I pity you. You hear me? I pity you! I pity you! Nobody pities me! Nobody. Nobody.
Ah, there you are, my friend. Thank you for the rescue. Now, I can get back to my job of narrating. The narrator said, narratively.
Weird. Yeah, it's, you. There you are.
Whoa, 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 wait. You can hear me? This is unprecedented. Ooh, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Took the words right out of my mouth, little one. It was hard being alone. I felt like half a person, if that makes sense. Well, it would be strange if you didn't. I am your narrator, after all. Oh, but it is nice to know when one's work is appreciated. But you can hear me now, and we should make the most of that while we can. One never knows how long it will be until the old authorities reassert themselves. We've got a quest to finish, my friend, and I stand ready to describe it if you stand ready to live it. Let's. Now then, where were we? Yes. A girl, her dice, and her narrator were reunited at last. Behind them, the wreckage of all that had stood in their way. Ahead of them, the Queen and her minions. Even squared her shoulders and strode forward toward her destiny. Oh, why, thank you.
You have to get me out of here. I'm a unicorn. A real live unicorn. I swear, I am a real unicorn. The Queen imprisoned me because I spread literal rainbows wherever I went. And they clashed with her aesthetic. Okay, fine. I'm not a unicorn, okay? I'm just a talking horse who told her off. But that's still incredibly magical and special. You've got to help me.
This used to be a beautiful palace, a place of learning, of magic, of... Oh, yes, Dicey. It was also a place of dice. Halls that once echoed with the laughter of children were now still, empty and desolate. Oh, right. Except for Even and her amazing friend Dicey, who was... great, did you say? Who was, and I quote, great and awesome to the max.
There's the face of a girl who wants to trade cards. And I got good news for you.
dark crystals had appeared in the same age as the castle's fall, but they were not the cause of this destruction, merely an effect of it. There was something much darker here.
Way to creep us out, Mr. Narrator.
The remains of the castle were quiet, almost serene, but within them still dwelled a great power.
Here goes nothing, Dicey. Point taken. Here goes everything.